Why is the afterburner overlay not working? And no. Oh no, it is working. Right. I've restricted Assassin's Creed Syndicate to 3 cores to see if it improves streaming somewhat. Let's really put it through its paces. Do need more RAM on this to stream, I think. Stream's a lot smoother though. Hey! That fourth core is what I'm using for everything else. 3 of them are pinned. I'll tell you what, I'm up to like 40 odd frames a second there. Hey! Sweet!
Easy, girl. Easy.
Actually, I'm not getting much. Oh no, there it goes. It's the transitions between when you do something, it seems to... Oh well, that was the cargo. No, I haven't. Been murdering. Right, get your ass back here. I want that cargo, it's mine. Give me a cargo, it's mine. Yeah, I think RAM at this point would be more useful. That stream is a lot smoother. And oddly enough, it's not affecting its frame rate too much either. Wow. Yeah, it's getting a little bit better.
Keep moving.
Ah, the horses are dead. Ah, that's a waste of time. Don't stand a chance. I'm a level 10 assassin, mofo. It's a little bit jerky here then, everywhere, but it could be because I'm spanking the heck out of the page file. So I reckon a bit more RAM, restricted to 3 cores when I'm playing it, might make a lot of difference. Or we'll see which one makes the smoothest in a bit. I might try it in a minute if I do it at 720p, but I think the resolution isn't going to make much of a difference. So yeah, restricting to 3 cores, it appears that the stream is going out much better. Stream's not as jerky. The game's a little bit more jerky though, so that's the risk I have to take. But RAM usage is slightly lower. So I've got 3 cores pinned at 100%, and the final core is down at 70, so that's what I'm doing everything else on. Actually, I'm not getting a terrible frame rate when it's up and working while streaming. Oh, I'm there. Oddly enough, even though I've restricted it to 3 cores only, 3 cores that are being used are dropping below 100% every now and again, which it never did when it was using. I am getting jerkiness on the gameplay though, so, but not as much as I was before. So, actually, let's increase the resolution back to 1080, because it'll put more of a strain on the graphics card rather than the processor, wouldn't it? I reckon the jerkiness is the RAM, because everything's getting big. Our CPU core 4 is having a nice easy time at the moment. Just has to run a little screen in the background. Doesn't actually take that much of it.
Tell me something.
What's that? It's just not stable. It's getting some high frames, but it's not stably high. It's sort of having jerkiness. Now I wonder if that is down to the RAM, whether it's the VRAM or the actual RAM. I think it's the actual RAM is quite high, and it is using a lot of page file. I reckon 16 gig of RAM, drop it down to 3 cores for the stream, 4 cores and not streaming. I reckon could work quite well. Because even at 1080p, restricting it to 3 cores is actually not dropping half as much into the lower, into the 20s.
That's the way.
Yeah, you die.
Steady on.
And the stream actually. Uh-oh, have I crashed it? No, I haven't. Yay, it's working! Yay! 100% on 3 cores, and then the 4th core is just a 29%. It's like, I just having that little bit of rest. Right, now we've tested it on 3 cores. Let's allow the game to have all 4. Right, I've now given the game all 4 cores. Let's see if the stream has any issues. Well, the game itself is a lot smoother.
What news you got?
And the stream actually is staying quite smooth. Woohoo! I might be able to stream it! Even though I've completed it now. Well, I wasn't even a shop, I was just about to walk past it. Go do some Fight Club. I like Fight Club. Isn't it?
I've always got
Okay.
time for you. Have a good day.
That's Race Club. I don't want to go Race Club. That's Fight Club. Fight Club. Is that the hardcore Fight Club? No, that's an easier one. Oh, I haven't set a personal best in that one. There's one was really difficult. That's not the one. Where is it? It's a really difficult Fight Club. That's the one. Oh, personal best. Yeah, let's go let's fast travel to this place and we'll go Fight Club. We'll see how well this stream works. Hi, Gaming Pro. I'm just testing to see how well I can get the Assassin's Creed stream going out. It's yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the ass to get working because this game absolutely spanks all my resources. I tried restricting it to 3 cores to see if it makes the stream better, which it did, but then the game started running like crap, so I put 4 cores back. Actually, I seem to have got everything working smoothly. But hey, I like that. Whee! Leap of faith! How's my hat staying on my head? Gosh! Actually, I'm happy, and that's a decent frame rate, that. Oh no, little stutter there. Definitely going to get some more RAM for this, because I think it'd help when I'm doing multiple things like streaming and gaming at the same time.
Keep it up and you'll be shitting your own teeth for a week. I taste cat.
Yeah, you don't like that, do you? Got a gun. Oh, oh.
I really appreciate it. Thanks.
Ah, the processor's not actually being pinned at 100%. Sweet. I don't know what I've done. I've made something do something. I faffing with Task Manager. Actually, I'm getting like a solid 40 frames a second, 39, 40 frames a second. Stream looks like it's decent.
Don't be afraid to spill a little blood.
Oh, nice. I don't know. Whatever you got, kid, I'm having it. Hey,
Don't you fall behind.
cheers, dude. Got me lots of cool stuff. Oh, now we've got some jerkiness. How do I get into Fight Club? Must be above. It's got to be somewhere. Or has it got to be underground? How do I get to it? Where do I get the Fight Club? Here we go. First rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club. Second rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club. So I'm going to talk about Fight Club. I'm going to break the rules. I'm not suggested level 9. I'm going to get my arse handed to me here.
Excellent. Maybe you can help to win a bigger crown. This is it, mates. We win this better. I thought you were hard.
I like the kill animations. Hey, you're dead. Oh no, don't stutter on the animations.
Incredible match. Come again sometime, you hear? Who else will take on our champion to be? I hope to be like you when I grow up.
James Blunt's the fight master. Oh, I hope to be like you when I grew up.
Finish him off, and we'll go for a drink.
Oh yes, can I get all 3 of them?
You are a champion. Yes, indeed.
This is running lovely. The stream looks like it's running good as well. Hey, I like this.
Who will be our next
That graphics driver I've just installed might have done some goodness. Got him like a fish! Who's next? Oh, you are. I can see you there, you cheeky bastard. Oh, I think this, if I can get past this round. Yeah, I know where to call it a day. I'm going to attempt the next round. I've had some cool money. That'll do me. I'll leave the Fight Club.
Realize that when you leave, I'm stuck here to watch half a dozen meatheads grunt and bunt with each other, yes?
Yeah, this appears to be streaming and working quite nicely. Oh, 67 frames a second on a black screen. That'll do me. Oh, bit of stutter in there. Actually, to think that I'm streaming it at the same time, it's not doing too bad at all, actually. You dare! Oh, shit! I want to hijack now. I don't want to jump over. Run away! Run away! Actually, I don't know why, but it's running better than any time I've ever attempted to stream it before. I've never seen frame rates this high. Oh, no, that's alright. Bit of stutter, but I tell you what, it's not terrible. I can live with that if I'm streaming it. No, I can't, no, I can't. Oh no, I've been shot. Everyone stop getting shot.
Slow down now. I see him. I'm taking the shot. How you doing? This is our scene. Looks like bother to me.
Let me have a look in a minute. I'm going to attempt to put the game down to 720p. It'd make it not as nice looking to me. But I wonder if it would make the stream work best. If I only stream at 720p anyway. Probably make no difference at all, but let's have a look. Oh, actually, 67 frames a second. That's not bad.
Rook, to me.
It looks like blurry crap on the screen. Normally, I'm not afraid. Normally, I'm not afraid to drop the resolution down. I play most of my games at 900p, but there is a bit of a There's a bit of a drop when you put it all the way down to 720. Ooh, unstable data rate. Well, there's some money there. Oh, I'll have that one. Yeah, actually, 720p, but there, bear in mind this isn't full screen though, so how much VRAM am I using at 720p? Just out of curiosity. 500 meg over. Okay, that's not bad at all, actually. The stream appears to be a lot smoother. So it looks like when I'm playing this properly, I'll run it at 1080. But if I'm attempting to stream it, drop it down to 720, and well, there we go. I think we're okay.
He's mine! Put him down!
Oh, I can purchase stuff. I'm gonna upgrade my gang. Yeah, want to be in my gang. Hub gang. Oh, hello. What do I want? Love that. And I love that one.
Hangovers for you, my friend.
Oh, cool. That could be handy.
Doing fine, girl.
Oh, look at that. Just, yeah, look, that's fairly decent frame rate for streaming. So here we go. Oh no, bit of stutter there, but I think RAM. Do think a wee bit more RAM. Or is that processor?
Easy now.
The processor's being pinned. Right, let's try dropping it back to 3 cores. Right, we're going to try dropping it back to 3 cores and leave it at 720p. So the game can have cores 1 to 3 and the rest of Windows can have... And let's see if that makes much of a difference to 720p. Oh, bloody horse! No, I don't know. I could have done. It's a dumb old horse. Oh look, Core 4 is hardly being used even though I'm actually streaming at the same time. 720p 3 cores. Well, actually no, 3 cores, it really don't like 3 cores. Not got enough cores! Not enough cores! You really want an i7, 16 gigs of RAM and 1050 Ti and everything else. But no, actually this game runs rugby rather well if I'm not streaming at the same time.
Slow down. Whoa, easy.
Who's a good horse? You are.
Who's a good horse? You are. I like that. Well, I'm going to re-enable Core 4. Right. There you go. The game's got all 4 cores again. Let's see if it runs any better. Oh, there we go. Up to 50 frames a second.
Anything of interest?
The problem is it then has every so often little stutters. So it looks like if I'm gonna stream, I want to be playing this at 720p, but I can play it at 1080p when not streaming. Alright, Kieran. I'm just testing the best way to get Assassin's Creed Syndicate to stream. Hey! What the? Come back here, Rozzers! Throw me off your carriage. Who the hell's running me over? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I've got my gang with me. There we go. Man, this game is a bit crap at 720p though. Normally I'm alright with dropping resolution down, it doesn't normally bother me. Yeah, it's not doing too bad lately, actually. I'm still waiting to get to 100 subscribers just so I can change the channel URL, but yeah. I'm hoping so. Oh, here we go. Frame rate drops. I think that's not going to be bad at this point. The VRAM isn't being spanked. The system RAM isn't being spanked. It's the processor, isn't it? Let me try something. Right. See, I'm getting less overall frames, but less micro stutters at 1080p. Borderless full screen with VSync off works much better on this side. You know what? I'm not going to fight the police. The game can do it for me. What did I do? I was just standing here. He's dead. Oh, it looks so nice, this game, mate. They did make it look awesome. Oh, Victorian Grand Theft Auto. Ooh, cargo eyes on. Grab that. I'm having that cargo. Wait, come back here with the cargo! Oh, I'm having that cargo. It's my cargo. My cargo. Come back here. Think you were safe, didn't you? On it. There's nobody on it. Hey, sweet. Do a U-turn on the bridge. An awesome car. Yes, I am streaming on the HP Omen. It's not doing too bad, actually. I'm sort of experimenting at what the best sort of settings are to get a stable, reliable screen and decent gameplay on Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Since Syndicate maxes out the system completely. And so there's not much left for streaming, and I was just curious as to see if I could do it. And it appears that I can. Oh, whoa, get back here!
Steady on.
Oh no! Yeah. He's dead. Oh, someone's chucked a weird hand grenade at me. Which makes the screen go all colourful stuff. Ah, dodge your bullet. There's someone shooting at me. Oh, is it the Rozzers or is it the... I don't know, it's massive fights going on here. You dead? Yeah, it's not doing too bad. I've been tweaking the settings, changing it down to 3 cores. I still think a bit more RAM would help, but yeah, it's not doing too bad. But I think really, as I've said before, if you want to stream reliably whilst gaming, you want the i7 because it's got obviously the extra 4 threads. So obviously you've got 4 cores and then it's got 4 virtual cores. So it'll make it just that little bit better at streaming at the same time. But to be honest with you, this isn't too bad. I'm getting the occasional little stutter, but I am at 1080p high settings. I have 8 gigs of RAM, Kieran, on here, but I will be putting 16 in at some point. Plus, at the moment, if I show you, where is it? I am actually well over my VRAM usage. Yeah, 2 gig of VRAM and 8 gig of system RAM. But 700 meg of that is obviously the system RAM is being used to graphics RAM as well. But actually, as you can see, it's not doing too bad. In fact, I'll show you the settings I'm running at. So there you go. Borderless full screen with V-Sync off results in better playable. It makes it more playable than having it traditional full screen on this one for some reason. And then graphics are on high settings. And even more impressive, have a read of that. I shouldn't even be running high textures. I should only be running the low textures. So yeah, that's how awesome this Omen is. Or the GTX 1050, whichever. Let's go make some money. Let's go do some Fight Club. I like Fight Club. Ooh. Smuggler's Boat. Ooh, level 10. Yeah, let's go do that. Let's have a bit of a challenge. Let's get to the Smuggler's Boat and do it. You're with me, dudes. Follow me, gang. Follow me! Ah, 350 metres. You know what? Can't be asked to run all of that. That's like a marathon and shit. So, I'm having your fire truck. The thing is, I reckon if I put 16 gig in this, because at the moment Optimus allows up to 4 gigs to be put over to the VRAM as well, giving me a total of 6 gig of VRAM. So I reckon if I stick another 8 gig in it, so bringing it up to a total of 16, I reckon Optimus will shove another up to 8 over to the graphics card. So I reckon, in theory, I should be able to get 10 gig out of it for graphics alone. And cheers for that, Kieran. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm glad it's working all right. I'm glad you guys are seeing it properly. Someone trespassing. I am here to kill you. Ha ha. You lot are dead. You lot are no match for me. Because look, I shall show you my stats. I've maxed out all my stats. Or the attack anyway. I use proper lethal in it. I just completed this this afternoon actually. Oh, the stairs are dynamite. Miss Dynamite. Right, let's kill these dudes just for the fun of it. Oh, you might have hurt me. Made me bleed my own blood. That's alright. I'm gonna make you die. I'm actually quite happy with how well this is streaming this time. At full 1080p as well. Sweet. Well, the stream's only 720, but the game's running at 1080. Right. A minute. Let's put some dynamite down. Where the hell did that disappear to? Freaky. Right, I'll steal the other one then. Maybe because I'm running it at such... How odd, actually, my VRAM usage is lower than it should be. How weird. Done something to it. Don't know what I've done. I've made it work better. I wonder if I'm close enough to make it trigger that one as well. Yeah, it did. Sweet. Cool. Take that shit out. Yeah, this is working quite nicely actually. I like it. Right, let's go find a fight club to go fight. That's what I was going to do. What's this? Boat raid. Ooh, never done a boat raid. Let's go do a boat raid. Actually, why have a dog and bark yourself? Just wait till the boat takes me to the boat raid. That'll do. That window open because it's fired up low battery warning at me. Oh yeah, we are. In. Yes. What's going on here? Phone charging? Oh, bloody hell. My phone's in their dodgy charging wires. Right. Yeah, your train safe is full, don't worry about it. I'm already robbing everyone else to make my money. That's better. Well, I don't know. I don't use it too much on battery, but I would say you could probably get a good few hours out of it. The brightness is the biggest killer. If you have the brightness cranked all the way up, which, because it isn't the most brightest screen in the world, yeah, I reckon you could get probably about 4 or 5 hours just general web browsing out of it. As I said, I've done a battery drain test a while back running Grand Theft Auto 5 whilst live streaming at maximum brightness on battery and got an hour and 20 minutes out of it. So, oh, steal the manifest. I've got to steal something. And I've got to steal it in a certain amount of time. It's down here. Ah, there we go. I went the wrong way. Too busy killing people. It is Assassin's Creed after all, not Manifest Stealing Creed. Oh, now I can steal your manifest. I'll kill this dude. Oh, I looted the wrong bloody person. Why can't I loot her to steal the manifest? Oh no, wait a minute. Mark the cargo. Okay, how do I do that? Got like some Victorian spray paint. Ah. Use his knife. I reckon a day you would probably be pushing it because, as I said, unless you're in a dark dungeon or something where you're not having to have the brightness anything other than the minimum, I reckon, yeah, as I said, it's the brightness I found what kills it. And as I said, because the screen's not the brightest, you do have to turn it up a bit more. I reckon you could get most of a day out of it, but not quite a full day. We're not looking at sort of MacBook Air 12-hour days out of it. I reckon you can, as I said, if you're pushing it, maybe about 5, potentially 6 hours. Well, that was easy. They're making out, oh, you need to be a level 10 assassin, and it was going to be hard. Sweet, got loads of coin now. Oh, I can buy more cool stuff. Right, what do I want? Let's have a Sunday League football. Earn some more money in the train. Haha, the Blighter's guns now don't work. Right. What's going to do Fight Club? I need to find Fight Club. Oh, I did that one already, but let's do it again. Can earn some more coin. Set up some cool glory kills and stuff. Actually, I'm rather impressed with this stream. I'm rather impressed with how well it's going out. Actually, it's remained quite stable. That poor page file, though, is getting hammered. Ooh, just dipping below 30 there, but the thing with Assassin's Creed, even if I do dip below 30, it's not too bad. It's at 27 there, so it's not great, but it's picking up again though.
I'll be right here if you change your mind.
I'll get ya! You're dead, mate!
Oh, my CPU's not being pinned though. Normally the CPU is getting absolutely pinned at some point, so I don't know what's going on here. Why it's suddenly calming down. I wish you could say set the game to only use a specific percentage of the CPU, so I don't know, 90, whilst leaving 10 left for like streaming and stuff. I mean, obviously, in most times you want the game to use 100% of the CPU, but if you can, I don't know.
Splendid! I'll hop into the ring then. The competition will begin shortly.
Let's beat some blokes up as a woman. Yeah, as I said, if you could set it to like 90%, I mean, because at the moment, if I restrict it to 3 cores, I'm only given 75% of the game, and then most of that 4th core just goes to waste because the stream doesn't take that much since it's hardware. It's done on the shadow play, but the problem is, as I said, this game will happily pin everything if you let it. So, yeah. That's some brutal death moves there. Oh, I don't want to mess with this woman, do you? Be there, Kieran. See you on the next stream, mate. Oh, let's keep fighting. I got you like a fish. You're gonna bloody try. I'm gonna do a little dance while I snap your arms. Oh yes, if I get enough of them in near death state, I should be able. Ah, I missed it. You trigger if you get enough of them surrounding you. I just use the internal microphone. It's got a little double microphone array to the side of the webcam, and two little microphones either side, and I use that. It's not the greatest, but it seems to get the job done most of the time. I don't use anything else that's not built into this laptop to stream or mic or anything like that. Everything I use is built in. I just have the control pad. Yeah, if the stream's going out well, then yeah, it's not too bad. Sometimes the mic can be a little bit muffled, but because it has got a form of noise cancelling on it, and I know when I did the stream with me and my little girl, she was practically shouting at one point, and it wasn't picking her up. But there is a setting in the Bang & Olufsen where you can actually make it so the noise cancelling. It's got a setting for pick up just my own voice or pick up multiple voices. Yeah, you can tweak it in the Bang & Olufsen settings. But yeah, everything you see here is built into the system. Nothing else. I'm not running any extra stuff. Shadow plays built into the GPU, the microphone, the camera, everything, all built in. Not paid a penny extra. And then for my actual review videos, I'll either use just the iPhone to actually capture the exterior shots. And then any desktop capture is using a 3-bit of software called OBS. Oh, I think I might lose this one. Oh, yeah, that's me dead. Oh well, I've got up to my personal best, so I'll do. Yeah, it's not a bad little laptop for the money. It's really rather capable. As I said, I would like to have more VRAM but to get a laptop with more VRAM, the VRAM is what worried me, and I think is probably the weakest part of this laptop. But really, as I've proven at the moment, 2 gig, especially on this laptop, which is able to share system RAM with the graphics card, isn't actually as bad as I was expecting it to be. Obviously, you can get laptops with the 1050 with 4 gig in, but one that would be either the Acer Aspire VX15, which is 900 quid and comes with the same i5 as mine. Just the GTX 1050, not the Ti. Apart from it has 4 gig of VRAM instead of 2, like this. But it only comes with 256 gig SSD. You have to put another hard drive in it just to be able to download the games. I think the Omen, in the UK at least, is probably the cheapest, most complete package, which you won't have to put any upgrades in for a while. As I said, I'm going to do RAM just because I think it'd be a nicety. You don't need the extra RAM straight off at the moment. I just think it'll make... Yeah, the Acer... yeah, I don't like the gamer aesthetic of it as well. The Omen, to me, just looks like a laptop that's black. Again, just a black laptop. You know, the red keyboard is not over in your face. It looks pretty decent. The only exterior aesthetic of the Omen wasn't particularly a big fan of was the actual Omen Voodoo logo. But then, as I explained in one of my earlier videos, I understand the heritage of that and why
Let
they've
me
done
take
it.
the reins.
So, but to be honest with you, if it was really that offensive, you could easily stick like a sticker over it on the back of the case anyway. But to be honest with you, I think the Omen is the best combination of actual laptop that's usable in real world as a laptop and gaming system as well. In America, you can actually get the HP Pavilion 15T, which is basically the Omen but in the Pavilion skin. So it looks, it basically it's the same laptop, just in grey and white with a HP logo instead of black and red with an Omen logo. As I said, I've shown in previous videos that the Omen is only barely thicker than a mid-2012 non-Retina MacBook Pro anything worth. Oh, I died! Yeah, it all depends. Yeah, well, I wasn't a big fan of gaming laptops, but to be honest with you, it's not overbearing on this laptop. The keyboard's red, and it's got actually the red backlight is actually nicer at night because it's obviously at night. If you want to maintain your night vision, red lights. So if you're playing this in a pitch black room, and you had the screen set to minimum brightness, and you wanted to, the red keyboard is actually easier on the eyes. I learned that in the Navy because when we used to be in a submarine at sea, at night time, what they would do is if we're at periscope depth, they would blacken the entire control room and just have red lights. And literally, it was so the officers could move their eyes out from the periscope, look around the control room, and put their eyes back up to the periscope without having to refocus your eyes because the red is, as I said, at night is a lot easier. A little bit of useful trivia there for you.
We have work to do.
But yeah, on this laptop, the black and red isn't overly in your face. It's not bad at all. Yeah, I was on the submarine service for 6 years. Hey, give me the item, kid.
You might need. Nice work. Be on your guard.
Yeah, this laptop would have been ideal to have in the Navy with me. It's a shame the systems weren't that powerful because I could have taken this down the boat and flipping played games down the boat whilst I was off watch. We did have a PS3 in the mess, but the problem is most of the time that was being used playing bloody FIFA all the time by all the other guys. Oh, we've got a freezing stream. Ah, it does that every now and again. Actually, I haven't seen it in a while in general gameplay, but yeah, just every so often has a little freeze for a second or so. Nothing major. My God, I don't even realise I was down at 22 frames a second then. That's how good this game paces itself, and it can handle dropping the frames all the way down into the low 20s and you don't even notice it. Oh, get out of my way, I'm trying to turn. Smashing up the place. I've not even gone above 30 frames a second yet. Yeah, driving these carts really slams your frame rate. Really does. Actually, the horse stuff's not too bad. You don't tend to do it that much in the game, though. As I said, I've just completed it, and it's more just an optional than anything.
Easy.
I just find it great to earn a shed load of money, look. I mean, if you look, I've completed the main story, maxed out all my characters, and and now it's a testament to how much I like Syndicate, because no other game have I ever bothered to conquer everything. Everything is mine. I conquered it all. And there's no other game I've ever been bothered to do that with. Not even Black Flag, which I'm debating now because I thought Black Flag was my favourite Assassin's Creed, and I think it still is. I think the story is probably slightly better on a Black Flag, although I do like the story and the gameplay on this one. Oh yes, I haven't done the. I'm still doing the side missions for say Queen Victoria or Charles Dickens and Darwin. So I've got Queen Victoria there, Charles Dickens, Charles Darwin, Ned Weiner. I've still got to do their sort of missions, but main story is completed, and yeah, main story is completed, and yeah, I've conquered the entire city as well, and I've maxed out both my characters. To be honest with you, the side missions on this are actually pretty decent, going around killing the Templars and taking over the gang strongholds. But I did them first, so I actually made my character really strong. So when I actually went and did the story missions, I could just literally walk in, kill everyone, walk out again. And in fact, I became so efficient at killing. There's one mission I went in as Jacob, and I slaughtered everyone there. I killed absolutely everyone. And as I walked out, Jacob muttered to himself, he said, I could have been a bit more delicate there, but yeah. So the game is effectively takes the mick out of me for being a stone cold killer. I like that. And I'm also building me gang up as well, so they're proper tough nuts. Go away, Blighted. I think I prefer the general gameplay of this one. Don't get me wrong, I do like the pirate elements of Black Flag, but I think the story's probably better on Black Flag. But they have made it now on this one and Unity, where you have to do a lot of the side missions so you can level up your character. Because when you do start this game, you are generally weak as anything. You can't take on more than like 2 guys before getting your ass handed to you. Where when you level up, like I can go in and clear a room really easily. I'm actually quite impressed with how well, as I said, I'm quite impressed with how well this is actually working. Streaming on this though, as I said before in when I've previously done a stream of this game, shadow play is taking 10 frames a second off of me. This game would run at 1080p high settings. This game runs at mostly around 40 to 50. So because I'm shadow play streaming, that's why I'm getting the massive drops into the 20s and sort of hovering around the 30s most of the time. And yeah, shadow play, shouldn't really take that much, but it's because this game completely maxes out everything but yeah. Oh, I've done this Fight Club. Let's do it again then. Bit of extra income, I guess.
From a life of dullness and boredom. Now head into the ring and let's spicing this place up.
1080p high. Oh yeah, no, shadow play is the best for nearly every. I mean, I can't even use OBS to stream on this. because OBS it is literally a slideshow. And for Nick, oh, I can't show you because I'm in the middle of Fight Club. Otherwise, I'll show you the settings I'm running at. But I'm running borderless full screen because there's an issue with full screen on Syndicate. It doesn't like it very well. But yeah, 1080p high I play this at, and it runs even better when not streaming. But yeah, Charlie, yeah, Shadow Play is brilliant. It is probably in most of the time. The problem is sometimes you do get a game it won't latch onto. So I couldn't use it for the new Doom for some reason. It wouldn't capture that. But yeah, Shadow Play generally is the best streaming tool because it puts the least strain on your processor, which, as you can see, is being currently spanked. Oh yes, triple kill! Yes! Yeah, do it, do it! Oh no, it didn't. He did it. He only did a double. Damn it! Oh yeah, for 800 quid. This laptop, you're not going to get a much better laptop for the money. If you haven't watched it, Nick, you need to watch my video I did yesterday of how well it runs AAA games. I even show you it running Mafia. Mafia 3, I can actually get about 50 frames a second out of it at 900p with most of the settings turned to high. I actually plugged it into my TV earlier and was playing Mafia 3 on the TV, and it actually ran quite well. The i7 would be slightly better at doing what I'm doing right now, which is the streaming. Realistically, though, if you're in the UK, the two models I recommend getting would be either the one I've got, the i5 with the standard 1050, which is the cheapest at 800 quid, or go for the full version, which is the i7 with the 1050 Ti, which is £1,000. I would avoid the £929 model, which is the standard 1050 with the i7, because I think the i7 just isn't worth it with the lower powered card. I think you would, as I said, the only place the i7 is actually better than the i5 with the standard 1050 is for live streaming at the same time because it's got obviously the extra threads. If you are just gaming, no games really take advantage of the extra cores. Hence why Ryzen chips have come out now, and the quad core Intels are still in a lot of games beating the octa core Ryzens because until games are optimized to take advantage of multiple cores, multiple threads, yeah, it's just not worth it really. However, that being said, if you do a lot of media encoding, yeah, as I said, for £100, you're not going to get £100 extra performance out of it really. As I said, you either go for the base model that I've got, or you go for the full fat 1050 Ti with i7. I would avoid the middle ground. I think that one's not a very good. I don't know. I just think it's too expensive for what it is. If you could get, say, the i7 version for like, I don't know, 50 quid more, so this being 829 and the i7 version being, I don't know, 879 or something like that, then maybe go for it. But for £100 more, yeah, I don't think you're going to get a huge amount extra out of it. It literally is streaming. If you're streaming and gaming at the same time, then the i7 might be a bit better. However, that being said, for a game which absolutely spanks my hardware when not streaming, the fact that I've been streaming it for now probably a couple of hours without with a few issues, but you know, it's actually, I've largely got it running quite well with a bit of experimenting. Ooh, bear with me a second, I've got to pause the stream, my wife is calling. Back in a minute. Alright, I am back. That was just me wife giving us a call. Um, yeah, well, I can hear it running now, but the speakers do generally drown it out. And to be honest with you, it's only on the ultra demanding games like this that you really notice it pick up. The lower demanding games, it very rarely gets to the maximum speed anyway. What am I doing? I wanted to hijack. I pressed the B button to hijack. Get in the... hijack it! Does that make me waste me medicine? Oh, I might be enough more than I can do here. Oh, come on! I pressed the B button to drive! Come on, Ubisoft! I didn't realise there was even a 4 gigabyte version available of this laptop. I mean, that is really badly penny pinching, that is, in whichever region. I think he's Europe, isn't he? I think he's Spain or something. I mean, over in the UK, you only get 8 gig. That being said, in America, they don't even sell an i5 version of this. In America, it's an i7 as the base model. So it's a lottery depending on where you are in the world. I mean, the UK's sort of a nice middle ground, actually. Whereas in America, as I said, they get an i7 with theirs, base model, whereas we get an i5. So it's oh, Jesus, I'm getting headbutted by horses. Oh, we need to recruit the gang members. Come on. Oh, let's throw a hand grenade bomb. Electrocute him.
Keep your knees up, mate.
Done it. I've earned some money. Yay. But now all of that 700 quid I'm going to have to go spend at the local shop to get the medicine I used. Because that was a lot harder to hijack than I was expecting it to be. Where is the nearest medicine shop? Oh, it's my bloody mouse button. Also, bear in mind, normally when I'm streaming, it was only because I was diagnosing and testing stuff. I wouldn't also have MSI Afterburner up either. But yeah, but then if you guys notice, if you look at the MSI Afterburner window, you'll see that my GPU is running at a 1734 megahertz. I've not overclocked that. That's NVIDIA's GPU boost that's done that. Basically, with NVIDIA GPUs, they will self-overclock all the way up to like the thermal limits the manufacturer sets. So in the Omen, it goes up to 1721 to 1734 most of the time. And yeah, I've seen people playing the VX15, which is the Omen's nearest competitor, and it only goes up to 1650 on that. So yeah, you're getting a little bit more GPU performance out of the Omen as well.
There's something strange going on. I'll tear your brain
Oh, I got £2 grand. Sweet. Oh, well loads. Oh, what a frame drop in the menu. 16 frames a second. Quality. I tell you what though, that lap chill mat that I've got it on, I've got it sat on the sofa if you can see on the webcam. But that lap chill mat, I tell you what, keeps that GPU 10 degrees cooler than it would be. In fact, the CPU's not even hit the 70s yet, I don't think, or it's hit the low 70s. Yeah, the fans, there you go, Nick, the fans have just ramped up, but the speakers aren't particularly loud, and I can hear the game comfortably over the fans, so it's not terrible.
Knight of the Realm? Don't make me laugh.
Yeah, killed them all. Ha ha! Game completed. Let's get my money out of my safe. Ooh, I'm rich. Sweet. Ooh, what can I upgrade? You know what? Let's upgrade my outfit. See, I like the Edward Kenway outfit, but it doesn't give me as many benefits. See, I would prefer to have the Edward Kenway outfit on, actually. Decrease, but then that one gives you more benefit. Oh, I've got all the outfits unlocked. The Ezio Auditore outfit, whilst it's nice, just doesn't go with London. Ooh, well, I've got to craft it then. Go for Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, screw it. I'm going to wear the Edward Kenway ones. Because Edward Kenway is my favourite assassin. He's awesome. But in saying that, though, I quite like Jacob and Evie. In fact, Syndicate, I would say, ooh, it's a tie between Syndicate and Black Flag as to which one's my favourite Assassin's Creed. Nicolay, I've got the service manual in PDF form on my laptop. Basically, it shows you the correct way of opening up the system. It tells you where the screws are, what RAM it supports, how to open up the system. It's got all the part numbers for everything if you need to order any replacement parts for it. So if you break any of the USB ports on the left hand side, you can order just the USB ports. Trackpad, it's got all the part numbers. And again, it shows you step by step how to dismantle the bottom and get to the RAM slots and stuff. I don't know how you would send a follow me on Twitter, Nicolay. Tell me what your Twitter is. Follow me on Twitter, and then you can then give me your email address over Twitter, direct message, and then I will email you the PDF format with the service manual, so you've got it for when you can open it up. Oh, actually, 1 minute. Oh, I might not need to. 1 minute. There might be a link I can send you. 1 second. Bear with me. I'm just going to pause the game. I'm going to have a look on the... bear with me a second. is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. I've got it, Nicolay. 1 minute, mate. I'm actually going to post you a link. There you go, Nicolay. Hopefully that will work for you. That should be a link to a PDF document, which is the full service manual. It should tell you how to open it up and sort it out. So let us know if that works, mate. I'm going to have to go in a minute because the wife's on the way home. So
That's the last mistake you'll How are things?
I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right, Nicolay, but yeah, let me know if that link's worked for you. I'm hoping it will display. Yes, I do have an SSD. I've got an M2 slot in it. This laptop has a 128 gig M2 SSD, which is in the UK a SATA speed SSD, which is plenty fast enough anyway. And then I have a 1 TB hard drive. I'm not sure who it was. Someone asked. I haven't had a chance to respond yet. I've forgotten to. Whether their model is an M2 slot, and I think they all have, to be honest with you. I believe the motherboards are the same around the world, and it's just depending on what RAM or hard drives they stick in, depending on where you live. Whee! Right, I'm going to end this stream because the wife's on her way in from work. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.